Ik sta hier voor het vrijheidsbeeld in Riga, de trots van Letland. En dit is het symbool voor de onafhankelijkheid dat Letland kreeg voor de eerste keer in 1918 en de tweede keer in 1991. Ze wordt ook Milda genoemd en ze staat naar het westen gericht omdat ze daar heel graag willen bijhoren. En ze horen er ook bij, want sinds 1 januari 2014 hebben ze de euro ingevoerd. En deze bruisende hoofdstad van Letland voelt zeer Europees en zonnig aan. Ik vind Citytrippen superleuk en het is een perfecte dag om op verkenning te gaan. This is a wonderful church, the dome, the most famous church of Riga. I've read and I've heard. What is so special about this church?
Well, first of all, I think the most special thing is that it is one of the oldest churches, and it has been for a very long time and still is a central church for Riga and also for the whole Baltic region.
Yeah. And when was it built?
They started to build it 1211, so at the end of 13th century probably was almost the way we are seeing it now. Okay. With maybe just few exceptions. If you look here, then the middle shelf has been raised in 15th century, and it is built in a little bit interesting way. If you stand at the center here and look towards the altar, you should tell me whether the altar is in the center.
I think the altar is in the middle. It feels like it's in the middle, is it not?
Well, but if you look at the window...
Aha. No, it's more to the left. It should be more to the right, I see. Wow, tricky. Do people know that when they come here?
Normally no.
It's just like an inside something. I also heard that this church has one of the largest organs we can find in Europe.
Yes, that is true. When it was built, it was the largest organ in the world.
Oh.
So it was quite an ambitious project for Riga.
It sounds amazing, the largest organ, but for me that doesn't make a lot of sense. I don't know what's a big one or what is a small one.
This organ has 126 stops, voices, separate voices. But the church where I was spending a lot of time, there was organ with 23 stops.
Okay, and so that makes sense.
I could imagine. The good thing is that the sound and the reverberation, it stays in the air. If we try that.
6, 7.
6, 7. Well,
I thought you were going to sing.
No.
Dit zijn de prachtige trappen van het Art Nouveau Museum en hier kan je zien hoe de mensen in de 20e eeuw leefden. So Gunta, why are you dressed so funny?
Because I work in the Art Nouveau Museum and this is part of our concept. We want to create the atmosphere of an apartment during that period, and that includes also the dresses.
Very curious.
This is our apartment, and we can see here how people have lived here in Riga some 100 or 110 years ago. So originally it was owned by a Latvian architect, Konstantin Spekšans. He has designed more than 200 Art Nouveau buildings in Riga, so naturally we decided that his former apartment should be turned into Riga Art Nouveau Museum.
So he lived here with his family?
With his family, yes.
And this is how it used to be back in the days?
This is the wealthy middle-class apartment, so
yes.
Basically everyone who could afford this was capable of getting an apartment just like this one.
Okay, and what happened then later on when?
Later on, after the Second World War, when Latvia became part of the Soviet Union, then apartments of this size would be usually turned into so-called shared apartments. So that basically meant that you would be settled together with some strangers. So basically that meant you would have 5 families, for instance, living in one apartment. Each of the families had one room. They all had to share the bathroom, also the kitchen area, so that was a little bit difficult.
And were you capable of getting your house back?
Well, naturally, after the 1991, when Latvia regained its independence again, then if you could actually prove that you were a person to inherit the place, yes, you could have your property back.
Strange story.
But that's how it happened.
Why is Art Nouveau in Riga so important? Because everywhere in the world you can find Art Nouveau.
Well, definitely Art Nouveau is an international style, but you cannot find that many Art Nouveau buildings in one particular place. Riga has 800 Art Nouveau buildings, and this is what makes this place totally unique. And that is why it's frequently called the metropolis of Art Nouveau.
In de buurt van het museum aan de Albert Ila vind je een van de mooiste wijken van Riga. Rond de vorige eeuwwisseling was er veel rijkdom in Riga en kreeg je hier een boom van de toen populaire Art Nouveau bouwstijl. Zo'n 800 huizen werden er in totaal gebouwd. De meeste door architect Michael Eisenstein, ook wel de Gaudi van Riga genoemd.
Tatyana, do you know why we meet here at this clock?
I don't have a clue.
Because that's the most popular place for dating in Riga. People say, let's meet at Lima clock.
And what does Lima mean on this clock?
Lima is a goddess of happiness, and it is the oldest chocolate fabric here. So now we are right in between Old Riga, the city fortress, and New Riga.
Mijn date van de dag is dus gids Natalia. Ze had geen bosje bloemen bij voor mij, maar dat is niet zo erg. Benieuwd waar ze me mee naartoe gaat nemen. Hupla, trammetje op.
Look, Tatyana, this is our Centrale Markt.
So big.
Yes, this is the biggest market under the roof in Europe.
Is it?
Yes, there are 5 of these pavilions. 1, 2,
Fruit
3,
market.
4, 5. Yes, and they are made from the garages for zeppelins.
Zeppelins?
You know what zeppelins are?
The big balloons.
Yes, yes, they were used for military purposes by Germans in the First World War. And they left these garages in Latvia.
Oh.
Yes, and we made
Central Market
Market out of it. So let's enjoy local life. Here is the place where you can taste it.
Excuse me, why is everybody buying this?
Because it's traditional Latvian food. It's cabbage.
Cabbage?
Yeah, it's like a sword-made cabbage. This is sweet and sour, and salt.
You have different tastes.
Yes.
And I eat it? You too? Yeah. Cool? You? Iedereen zit hier met zijn vinger in de kool.
It's delicious.
Delicious. And why do people drink it? Everybody's drinking this.
Very good for health, vitamin C.
People actually really do drink this after hangover.
And do you have a hangover?
No, I don't. I just wanted to show my friend from Colombia what this juice tastes like, and he hated it. You want to try it?
Yeah, I'll try it.
Youngsters drink it, old people drink it because it's so healing and it's fresh. And then a lot of people go out, so after the hangover, this is where you drink it.
And you like it? Good.
Yeah, we like it.
Lobby.
Yeah.
Lobby. Lobby.
So, Tatyana, do you want to see our nightlife?
Definitely.
So let's go on the rickshaw.
Here?
Yeah.
Hello.
Let's go.
Hi.
What do you guys do?
We're taking you to best places because Friday. Let's go.
Friday night, we
need to go.
Let's go.
Voilà, uitgaan met een riksja, dat is iets anders. My karaoke night. So where's that bar? Ik had persoonlijk nooit verwacht dat het uitgaansleven in Riga zo levendig was. Where are we going?
To Grandma's Brilliant.
What is it?
It's a good place.
Is it?
Yeah.
You're coming for a drink?
Okay.
Ik ben helemaal klaar om het nachtleven van Riga te ontdekken. Met natuurlijk de bijhorende drankjes. het helpt natuurlijk voor de sfeer.
So Tatyana, I have shown you the old city and I've shown you the nightlife in old city, but now I want to bring you to another nightlife. And it's in city center, but it's completely different.
It feels like Vegas.
It looks like Vegas and it feels like Vegas. So it's a great place to come.
Om te shaken, één adres, Riga. Na een geweldige avond, of zeg maar nacht, is het nu terug tijd voor groen, rust, mijn gids Natalia en natuurlijk cultuur.
This is our national opera and ballet theater. This is our pearl.
Okay.
As you know, in 2014, Riga is a cultural capital of Europe.
Yes.
And this is a place I really recommend you to visit.
Okay, I can tell you're very proud of it.
Yes.
And are you a singer yourself?
No, I rather dance.
Yes. Iets wat je op elke hoek van de straat tegenkomt, is wellness. Maar deze is, ja, speciaal.
Rīgā ir daudz spa saloni, kuri piedāvā sākot no klasiskās masāžas līdz pat ekskluzīviem spa rituāliem. Mēs esam unikāli un īpaši. Mēs strādājam ar alus ingredientu produktiem. Pašreiz Tatjanai mūsu spa meistara Dace veic ar šo te losjonu ķermeņa procedūru masāžu. Es un Tatyana tagad esam koka kublī, kurš ir pildīts ar alus bagātiem ingredientiem ūdens.
Bier in bad, bier in de mond, santé. Ik kan nu niet zeggen dat ik echt fris ruik, maar bon, dat is niet zo erg. Ik moet nog één ding doen alvorens mijn trip erop zit. Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm fine too.
What a special place.
Yes, it's as you see, it's a pharmacy, but still we have a secret laboratory. It's a secret laboratory, so the way is also secret.
Okay. Aha.
Here, a secret way to secret laboratory downstairs. Let's go.
What's so special about the Black Balsem?
It was invented in 1752 in Riga. The future queen of Russia, Catherine the Great, she was traveling through Riga and suddenly she fell sick. She called all the doctors, all the pharmacists from our city, and only Abraham Kunze, the inventor of Riga Black Balsem, helped her. She healed her.
So the Black Balsem is a medicine?
It's a medicine. Let's start from the classic one. 45% of alcohol.
Wow, very strong. And you really taste the herbs in it. It tastes like a medicine.
But still we have other liquor with a black balsam and black currant.
Oh, so that will be sweeter.
Sweeter and not so strong, 30% of alcohol. Yeah.
I prefer this one. Yes.
But we have also a cream liqueur.
Okay.
It's the sweetest one.
Okay.
17% of alcohol.
Yeah, this one is my favorite. Yeah, it's a lot better.
I knew it. I knew it.
So now I can say I've been in Riga because I tried the Black Balsem.
Without any doubt.
Cheers.
Riga.
Heb jij ook zin om de Black Balsem of een bierbad te proberen? Of gewoon te genieten van deze mooie stad? Surf dan naar 1.be/Vlaanderen Vakantieland.